So I encourage you to read Genesis chapter 6 to 9 and take in the full account of the year-long global flood during which the entire pre-flood world was destroyed and the layers of the current Earth's surface were laid down. All the sedimentary layers we have come through as a result of the global flood event. Because of the global flood, all historical events recorded in the Bible that occurred after the flood, and only those after the flood, should leave some kind of record archaeologically, some material remains that we can discover on the Earth's surface. One man whom the Lord called to seek out the location and possible remains of the ark that our common ancestor Noah built was a man named Ron Wyatt, depicted here with the white goatee in the image. And I think he may well have discovered it. His discovery, in my estimation, is the best candidate for the ark that Noah built, for its remains that are fossilized. And there, as you can see him in the slide, that unnatural boat-shaped configuration there that you can see from the air, and that you can see even just looking at it from nearby. So here's the location, the remains of Noah's Ark that Wyatt discovered, that I think is most likely, in all probability, the Ark of Noah. It's on a mountain called Mount Tindurik in eastern Turkey. It's in the Mountains of Ararat, just as God said it would be in the Bible. So it's in the right location, and it's the only fossilized boat in that area that's been discovered. Here's a full-scale replica of Noah's Ark built according to the dimensions that God gave Noah, as recorded in Genesis and recently constructed in northern Kentucky by the great Ken Ham and Answers in Genesis Ministry. It's called the Ark Encounter, and it's well worth a visit. My wife and I had the pleasure of taking our kids to visit the Ark Encounter in 2017 and had a wonderful time, so I highly recommend it. It's wonderful to see firsthand the fact that all of God's creatures on land and in the air, 2 of most kinds, 7 of some, could and did take refuge in the ark for that year of the global flood. It's absolutely amazing, so I highly recommend a visit. Once again, here's a location at which Ron Wyatt discovered what is almost certainly the remains of Noah's Ark on Mount Tindurik in the Mountains of Ararat in eastern Turkey there. As God says in his book, it came to rest on the Mountains of Ararat. And it's at the source of the post-flood Tigris and Euphrates rivers, which would make sense as well. And once again, here's what it looks like with the current national borders. The Ark's remains being there in eastern Turkey, as you can see.